This is a short summary of how to patch a tire tube. So I've already taken my tube, I've already put it filled it up with air, I already found where the leak was, and I marked it with a piece of chalk so I know exactly where to put my patch. I've come back over to the vise and I put this large metal tube into a vise, and that is what I'm going to use to support the rubber tube when I patch it. Now, the reason I'm putting this in here like this, I'm going to, watch this, I'm going to take it and stretch it a little bit, wrap it around, and hold it with my one hand so I have one hand free. This simulates air being in the tire. So when we put our patch on, it'll be as if it's already got air in here. So it'll be in the right position and stretch the right amount. Now when it comes to the patch, you're going to use, for small tire tubes, use this oval one. For larger ones, use a round. There's a silver backing and a plastic backing on the silver backing on the back and a plastic backing on the front. Don't take either of those off yet. Alright, so what we do is we're going to stretch this around like this, like I said. I'm going to take this tool from the tool board that has a little rasp on it, and I'm going to clean off the surface. So I'm going to clean off an area larger than the actual patch. So this way, if I'm not dead center, I know it's still going to seal properly. So I'm going to really get in there. Do not wreck the tube. Don't go so hard that you end up breaking the tube and ripping it apart. You're just cleaning the surface. Okay? So really get in there, clean it up really good. You're going to have to do more than what I did because I'm just demonstrating here really quick. So that is done. Blow it off. Take your glue. Now this is the glue. It's in the yellow cupboard where the gasoline is kept. And what you're going to do with this, I'm going to pull it tight again. Take enough glue that it covers the surface, but you don't want to put so much on there that it'll take too long to dry. So, and make sure it's a nice even coating all the way along it. There we go. Alright. Let that air dry for a second while you take the back, the silver backing off the patch. Don't touch this surface because you'll get it dirty and it won't stick properly. Alright, so I'm going to pull that tight again. Give it a little bit of air just to get it tacky. You want it to be tacky. If it's tacky, then pick your position. You got one shot at this. Push it down. Use your finger. Push out all the air bubbles. Bring it around. Push out all the air bubbles the other way. Alright, there we go. Then take this tool, which is in the main tool cupboard. Alright, it's a little wheel. And you're just going to go all over it like this to push out the air and help push down so it gets a better adhesion between the... Ooh, there's a fancy word, eh? Adhesion. Okay, so it's going to help it stick better. So push it down. Okay, there we go. Now, for what you guys are doing, I'm going to suggest you leave this plastic on here because I have found it sticks too much to the patch and it might pull your patch right off. But there we go. So then you're going to go put the air in your tire tube. You got to remember to put the valve core back in. So this is the tool to take the valve core out. There's the valve core. There's the tool. This is hanging up in the tool cupboard. Alright, there's the valve stem. So I'm going to put that in to there. Turn it in clockwise till it's snug. Make sure it starts straight and nice and easy going in. Put your air in there. Put it in the tire tank. Look for leaks. And how are you going to know if there's a leak? Because you'll see air bubbles coming up. And you're going to show it to me. And make sure this lid gets put back on here properly so it doesn't dry out and gets put back away in the container along with all your other tools. Okay? And that is the basics of patching a tire tube. It's not hard, but you got to do it right, otherwise it will not stick. The end.